The Mandalorian, Chapter 10, summed up. Mando is riding his speeder bike from Mos Belgo back to Mos Eisley when he is ambushed by a rope and a trio of raiders, and his bike is thus ruined. He then kills two of the attackers and gives one a jetpack to save a child from a knife, but he then remote controls it to death. He then collects his stuff and heads on foot. He then reaches the bar at night and meets with Peli Motto, who introduces him to Dr. Mandible. Mando explains where he got the armor from and that it was his last lead on the Mandalorians, but the Doctor informs Mando where to find more Mandalorians if he covers his bet, which he then loses, and then sends his contact to the hangar where Mando meets with it. Peli Motto tells him what he needs to do: take Frog Lady and her egg spawn to the next galaxy over without using lightspeed, so that Frog Lady can fertilize them with a husband who has seen other Mandalorians. If he does this, he can get information on the other Mandalorians in the system. He agrees and flies off a Frog Lady and her eggs, since they are the last ones in her family. Mando sets the autopilot and tells Frog Lady to go to sleep. He then heads towards his bunk. On the way, he sees a child eat an egg, but he scolds him and then takes him to bed with him. Mando is then awoken by two X-Wings who demand he have a working transponder, which he doesn't, so they think he might be the enemy, and so Mando flies to the planet's surface and gets away from them, but crashes on some ice, and then the ship falls through the ice and breaks down. Mando gets up and suggests that they get warm, so Mando rests in the corner while Frog Lady looks around and spots a droid. Mando is awoken again by a droid controlled by a Frog Lady, and she confines him to honor his Mandalorian code and fix the ship. So he goes outside to fix the ship. The child then alerts him to the fact that Frog Lady has left, so he tracks her down to a hot tub in a cave with her eggs, where he says he must go, so he begins collecting the eggs back and putting them into a container. The child tries to eat them, but Mando tells him off, so the child wanders off and eats a spider egg instead. This then awakens all the other spiders and spider eggs. The group will all flee out of the cave from a giant spider and all its babies, and escape the cave and enter the ship and the cockpit. Mando manages to shut the door. He then starts the engine and the ship begins to fly off, but a giant spider lands on it, causing it to crash again. An energy blast hit the spiders and the big spider, killing them all. Mando goes out and spots the two X-Wing pilots, who know who he is and what good he has and hasn't done, and then leave. Mando fixes the ship and goes back into orbit, and they both go to sleep. The child then eats another egg.